Welcome to Next BCB. Today we are going to dismantle Quest. First, let's look at the appearance. From the looks of it, this product has been on sale for 5 years since 2019. 5 years have passed. We see white on its headband. This kind of whitening phenomenon is a problem of the production process, such as rubber. The addition of some additives is not accurate enough, which will cause whitening. Most of the whole machine is made of plastic parts. The exterior is covered with a layer of fabric. Let's first look at the appearance of the whole machine. Only 2 square holes can be seen on both sides of the headset. We take it apart. Sponge pads close to the eyes. Take a look again, still no screw hole found. Then let's remove the 2 screws that can be seen first. We don't see the screw hole on the front, so it might be on the side. The textile is fixed to the plastic shell with double-sided tape. This screw is coated with blue anaerobic glue. Its function is to make the screws installed more firmly and not easily loosened. Some parts that are easy to loosen will be coated with glue. In order to make it not easy to loosen and fall off, we remove this base plate. There is a gear on the base plate that can adjust the pupil distance. It's cogs and racks. There's also a rack and pinion, used to adjust the distance between left and right. This piece of double-sided tape has a plastic base. We open the textile packaging on the top half of the machine. Here are 4 screws. One of the screws was stuck with a sticker. Put a layer of stickers on it. It rips off easily. Can prevent disassembly. Open the upper cover. These are the upper and lower covers. There's a button on the bottom cover to adjust the pupil distance. So there's some extra structure. The cover plate above is not an exterior part. Lots of tendons are added to support. And then the main frame. You can see there's a screw. And 2 screws facing down. This screw is very long. Let's take off the front covers. Front cover attached. The front cover is a single exterior piece. The logo here is made on the same mold as the front cover. Because it is an exterior part, so it needs to be designed with more care. A small amount of tendons are used. Very small tendons. Thickness is also thinner. These 4 holes are the positions of the camera. Has a ring of soft material. It is assembled, so it's not waterproof. Just to reduce the impact of assembly errors. There's a special area here. Look, it's been frosted. Except for this one area, the other areas are only polished. Here's the number 64. The matte treatment is so that the signal antenna can be attached to it through double-sided tape. This button is made of 2 different color materials. One is soft, the other is hard. This button is made by 2-color injection molding or secondary injection molding. After reading the shell above, let's go back to the main frame. What was removed was the front frame of the mask. The end of this box is very long. It is challenging for the injection molding process because it's tiny and it's long. After the plastic enters the mold and may cool down as it flows to the end. So that's a challenge to the manufacturing process. Here's a set of floppy cables. It's a plastic mounting process. Use a plastic stopper to assemble the cable. Melt the plastic stopper after assembly. This is a one-time assembly process. So we're going to take apart the main frame. Two rings. This round part, we need to pay attention to its fusion line. If you inject plastic from this point, then it is easy to form a weld line directly opposite. The welding line is often the most vulnerable place for a part to be damaged. Try bending it. If it's a weld wire, it will crack. Let's take the batteries off. The whole battery is wrapped in a metal case, and the surroundings are welded together by a spot welding process. This part, when viewed as a whole, is a frame. Because it's a little thin and not wide enough, so it looks soft. We can bend it, covered with a layer of fabric. Textiles can breathe, can also block light, shading the internal parts. But we also see some dust inside. So this cloth will still miss some dust and enter the inside of the product. We dismantled the other half. We don't see any screws on this part. The circle around it looks like a trace of melting. We suspect there are two possibilities for the process it uses. One is ultrasonic welding. The other is glue. The possibility of using ultrasonic welding is greater because ultrasonic welding is faster. The main part is disassembled.